Rick Riordan has written a number of amazing series over his lifetime, but one of the most significant to me is the Percy Jackson series. And so, without further ado, welcome to MacBooks 2007. Today we're going to be reviewing Book 1 in the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, The Lightning Thief. Let's get cracking. 12-year-old misfit Percy Jackson has been kicked out of boarding schools across the country. Any one of those special schools for kids with ADD or dyslexia will probably have a wanted picture of him on the wall. His father left him and died, apparently, when he was a baby, and his mother, Sally Jackson, had to raise him all by herself. She's a tough cookie. For some reason, married the worst guy in the world, Gabe Ugliano. I'm pretty sure that Riordan put the last name as Ugliano for an accurate description of how he was. Percy has both bad cases of dyslexia and ADD. His only friend is a guy named Grover, who walks with a bad limp but can sprint really well, and Professor Bruner. On a field trip, Percy accidentally kills the pre-algebra teacher, Mrs. Dodds, after she turns into a fury from the underworld. As soon as she leaves, Percy finds that no one ever knew about Mrs. Dodds, but something is up. After being kicked out of boarding school again and getting into too many fights, his mom takes him to the beach, where he and his mother wet. His mother tells him to get in the car suddenly during the middle of the storm with Grover and keeps muttering something about how it was too late. As they approach sort of a camp, the Minotaur presumably kills his mother, and then Percy blacks out. Percy finds himself and learns that he is the son of Poseidon. After discovering that Mr. Bruner is actually Chiron and that Grover is a satyr, what else is weird? He goes on a quest in order to save his mother and get the Master Mold back, Zeus's most prized possession. Percy, Grover, and Annabeth all go and try to find out who did it. After getting attacked by Mrs. Dodds and her fellow Furies, the three of them are positive that the one who stole the Master Mold was Hades. They kill the reincarnation of Medusa and mail the head to Mount Olympus. I honestly kind of feel bad for Percy, because after all he's been through, his dad had him as a child, then leave, say, "Oh, by the way, I'm Poseidon, but I technically wasn't supposed to have you in the first place, but I'm still going to have you do a super dangerous quest that could kill you so I can clear my name. Thanks!" I would mail a Gorgon head to him too. After that, they are trapped in the Locus Hotel. That makes them never want to leave. Annabeth calls upon her wisdom from Athena, her mom, and helps the group just barely escape. They meet Ares, who's a jerk, but helps them, only to betray them later. I'll tell you about that. They then get to Los Angeles, which is, coincidentally, the home of the passageway to the underworld. They find that Hades wasn't the evil god, that someone stole his helm of darkness, his signature symbol, just like Zeus. And someone wanted to have a war between Hades, Zeus, Poseidon, that would bring all the gods down. After battling Ares, after they find out, ding ding ding, he was the god who turned, they find out that Cronus, Zeus's father, wanted all the gods to fail. After redeeming his father's name, Percy finds out that it was his best friend Luke who stole the gods' major possessions, and that he was an agent of Cronus. Percy walks away from Camp Half-Blood, only to see that his mom was alive and well. Hades kept up his end of the bargain, giving back Percy's mom in exchange for the Helm of Darkness. Okay, I may be a little bit biased when I judge this, but come on. This was awesome. Riordan just nailed this book. All the characters were so well described. I loved how he just added mythology to nowadays circumstances. I give this book a 9.7 on the Macometer. See you next time on MacBooks 2007.